draft. I'm just once again looking for my video. Excuse me. There it is. Okay, it doesn't want to let me tag. All right, so we're going to try this a different way. Okay, so my hope is that that gets to where it needs to go, unless somebody's able to tag Edward Hammond. Well, I'm glad I'm not the only one who this is their first baseball break, because I have never broken baseball. So this ought to be quite interesting. I see that Mr. Medeiros, you drew Detroit. All right, so let's take a look here. Again, I'm not very familiar with the Topps product, so we'll give you this cereal here, hopefully. There we go. So, hello everyone. Tyson, good to see you. So BCF 678-53083 on this box here, and BCF 678-53147. Glad you found us, Edward. Good luck, everyone. Again, this is my first baseball break, so I ask for your patience, please. I'm probably going to mispronounce a ton of these names. I do have, we do have more of this if you're interested in doing another one of these. Price point will be the exact same.
Got an exact bean apparently, Mom.
So we have an empty box. All right, let's see what we've got here. Good luck, everyone. Okay, well that one looks different. Tristan Casas for the Sox, for Boston. And Alexander Canario for the Giants. And please, if I'm doing something wrong, if I've got something, if I've got it backwards, please let me know. I'm just seeing a lot of these ones with the first up in the top. So I'm guessing the ones that do not are your hits. Michael Toglia for the Colorado Rockies. And number 242 of 499 for the Washington Nationals, Mitchell Parker. So do I have these backwards then? Just kind of looking at the top there. First are the good ones, so I've got them backwards. Okay, thank you, Mike. I appreciate it. So we will start this over again then, okay? So just so that you can see, the ones that I called out were not. So we have Tink Hentz for the Cardinals and Max Meyer for the Marlies. And London Knack for the Dodgers. Drew Romo for the Rockies. Ian Bedell for the Cards. And Bobby Miller for the Dodgers. And Justin Foscue for the Rangers. I'm hoping I said that right. The chrome is beautiful. We have Kyle Nicholas for the Marlins. Those are beautiful. Love chrome. It's shiny.
It's rainbow.
We have JJ Goss for the Rays. And Nick Gonzalez for the Pirates. And O'Neal Cruz for the Pirates. Was that a fractor? Okay, I'm gonna ask you how you know that that's a fractor. And please excuse my ignorance. Because these cards to me look exactly the same. The first two were? Okay, well let me... Ah, okay, I see it. I see it. Okay, thank you. Yes, I see that now. They're silver down all the way around instead of just across the top and bottom. Jesse Franklin the fifth for the Atlanta Braves. Did you mean on back? There it is. I see it. All right. I told you this would be ugly. We have Travis Swaggerty for the Pirates. And Nick Gonzalez for the Pirates. O'Neal Cruz for the Pirates. I'm seeing a theme here. And Glimpses of Greatness, Spencer Torkelson for the Tigers. And just let me reach over here to grab a sleeve. Baseball, I have found, is very tricky. So, Glimpses of Greatness, Spencer Torkelson. It is sleeved, Brian, just so you know. I just have to, I'm not sure if it's a 35 or a 55. So Reed Detmers for the Angels. And Heston Kjerstad for the Orioles. Lots of hits in these. Daniel Cabrera for the Tigers. I'm thinking it probably is better fitted in 55. Hayden Cantrell for the Brewers. Jared Jones for the Pirates. Bailey Horn for the Sox. least these names aren't too bad to pronounce. Burl Caraway for the Cubs. Logan Hoffman for the Pirates. And last but not least, for the end of the first pack, Slade Ceasoni for Arizona. Sorry, everyone. Nothing worse than an uncaffeinated breaker. We have a Spencer Torkelson for the Tigers. For Brian Medeiros and his Tigers. Cade Cavalli for the Nationals. Miguel Amaya for the Cubs. Oh, sorry guys. Chris McMahon for the Rockies. AJ Vukovic for Arizona. Austin Hendrick for the Reds. See, I honestly wouldn't know if this was a good box or not. I'm so far removed from baseball now. Pete Crow Armstrong for the Mets. Bryson Stott. Jackson Miller for the Reds. And here comes our chrome. We have Jordan Walker, refractor for the Cardinals. And Sean Bays, refractor for the Rays. Nick Swiney for the Giants. Anthony Volpe for the Yanks. Drew Romo for the Rockies. Ian Bedell for the Cards. Nick Swiney for the Giants. A Hudson Haskin refractor for the Orioles. That is not a refractor. That is not a refractor. Okay, in the interest of learning the product, what's this one? Because this one's shiny all the way around too, but it doesn't say refractor on the back. Okay, thank you, Mike. I will eventually learn these. Glimpses of Greatness, Heston Yurstad for the Orioles. I will sleeve that. All sleeved. There is, however, what I perceive to be a little bit of a rough edge. However, it could be just the way the card was cut with the lettering. It looks like it could be the lettering. Just the chrome or the hits? No, it's not a big deal, honestly. Please don't apologize. But it definitely expedites the process if it's just the chrome that are hit and the number, because I did hit the one numbered blue one. But I will just kind of skim through them all just because of that numbered one. Trent Palmer, refractor for the Jays. Julio Rodriguez for the Mariners. First paper, like mini hits. Do you guys want me to go through them? Because I will go through them. Anthony Volpe for the Yanks. Garrett Crochet for the Sox. Okay, just bear with me. Once we get through the rest of this, we can go back through those then, no problem. Xavier Edwards for the Rays. I told you this would be a train wreck. Nick Lofton for the Royals. Milan Tolentino. I actually have to check that one. For the Indians. Seems like the census says they'd like to go through them. So Landon Knack for the Dodgers. Okay, let's just adjust my camera here. I keep changing how I'm holding them. And then we have a franchise futures, Max Meyer and Dax Fulton for the Marlins. You know what? Ultimately, I love breaking cards. I love sports. It's just when they went on strike, you know, in the 90s, I didn't get back into it. I got into hockey hot and heavy. So let's see. This would be right around where we... Okay, so we have Carter Baumler for the Orioles. Ben Hernandez for Kansas City. Thomas Segues for the Rangers. Zach McCambley for the Marlins. Tico Roby for the Rangers. Zach Daniels for the Astros. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it. Wasn't me that chose it. It was our children. Bryce Bonin for the Reds. Holden Powell for the Nationals. Christian Chamberlain for Kansas. Jordan Westberg for the Orioles. Cole Henry for the Nationals. I figure we'll just do a quick fly through those ones since the chrome's what everybody really loves, just so you know, have an idea of what you're getting. Tyler Brown for the Astros. Justin Lang for San Diego. Joe Boyle for the Reds. Logan Allen for Cleveland. Will Klein for Kansas City. Casey Schmidt for the Giants. George Kirby, oh, there we go. And David Calabrese for the Angels. Liam Norris for the D-backs. Jesse Franklin V for Atlanta. Zach DeLoach for the Mariners. Adam Seminaris for the Angels. Jimmy Glowinski for the Giants. No autos yet. Austin Wells for the Yanks. Werner Blakely for the Angels. Okay, so we have Freddie Zamora refractor for the Brewers. And Shane Drohan refractor for the Red Sox. Louis Gill for the Yanks. Nick Lofton for the Royals. Melen Tolentino for Cleveland. I'm not used to that one anymore. Bobby Miller for the Dodgers. RJ Dabovich for the Giants. We have something purple. Something purple. I'm guessing that that's a refractor of sorts. Heston Yerstad, numbered 53 of 250 for the Orioles. Just trying to get it to focus a little bit here. Already sleeved, Greg. Just bear with me, guys. I'm just trying to get this to focus. I'm just going to move these over here. Maybe that will help. There we go. You are quite welcome. Anything that I know I can see is big, I will automatically sleeve. And for the Toronto Blue Jays, just let me sleeve this bad boy. Numbered 30 of 99. I'm guessing that's a green refractor. Auto, Trent Palmer. And I believe that Jonathan Finley actually had Toronto, if I scoured the list correctly.
Yep.
Yep. And that's number 30 and 99. So we have Alaric Solari for the Twins. Again, these ones will just kind of fly through, and if you want me to go back, I will. Matthew Dyer for the Mets. Just, camera's not wanting to focus. There we go. Siler Soderstrom for Oakland. Case Williams for the Rockies. I think you did have 4 spots. You are quite welcome, Jonathan. Our pleasure. Levi Prater for St. Louis. Andrew Vaughn for the Sox. Gage Workman for the Tigers. Brady McConnell. Oh, that one's just a regular. Only see 3 on the list. 1, 2, 3. I see 4. Giants, Orioles. Okay, hold on a second here. Okay, so Colt, you've got the Pirates, the Red Sox, the Orioles, and the San Francisco Giants. R.J. Dabovich for the Giants. Garrett Crochet for Chicago. Asa Lacy for Kansas City. Clayton Beater for the Dodgers. Okay, if you're looking on your phone, Colt, because I know a lot of you do the watch on your mobile device, you have spots numbered 6, 8, 19, and 25, if that helps. Trent Palmer for the Jays. Sam Weatherly for Colorado. We have an Emerson Hancock refractor for the Mariners. No problem. It'd be so nice if my camera would like just focus. And a Francisco Alvarez refractor for the Mets. Drew Romo for Colorado. Ian Bedell for the Cards. Bryce Jarvis for the Diamondbacks. Jordan Balzovic for the Twins. Hope I'm saying that right. Joe Ryan for the Rays. Blake Rutherford for Chicago. Oh, great. The Mister is here to give me a hard time. And we have the franchise futures for the Padres, Robert Hassel and Justin Lang. Alex Santos for Houston. Nick Garcia for the Pirates. Xavier Warren for the Brewers.
Dad says you're doing just fine. Or at least I think that's Dad.
Yeah, that's Dad. And not too many of our customers would call me Dad. I'm just saying it now. Garrett Mitchell for the Brewers. Daxton Fulton for Miami. And Colt Keith for Detroit. Hope not.
All I can see is Facebook here, so I was making educated guesses from here.
Hunter Barnhart for the Rays. Sammy Infant for the Nationals. There we go. Alika Williams for the Rays. Dane Acker for the A's. Carmen, wow, there it is. Mlodzinski for the Pirates. Wow. Carson Ragsdale for the Phillies. I'm sure I butchered that. I'm just letting everyone knows. I probably did butcher that.
That's a mouthful.
So we have Tink Hentz refractor for the Cards. And Michael Toglia for the Rockies. Oh. Come on. Just does not want to focus. Bryce Jarvis for the D-backs. Jordan Balazovic for the Twins. Landon Knack for the Dodgers. Yeah, it's been a while, right? Louis Gill for the Yanks. Nick Bitsko for the Rays. And these are all chrome, as I'm sure you can probably see. Jackson Kawar for Kansas City. I'm not sure what that is. Max Meyer, looks like 20 and 20. Let me just sleeve it and get a good look at it. I am honestly not sure what that is. I'm sure someone knows. I'm sure someone knows what that is, but that's the first one we've seen at any rate. Looks like 20 and 20 Max Meyer for Miami. Trevor Hauver for the Yanks. Isaiah Green for the Mets. Mason Wynn for St. Louis. Brandon Fad for the D-backs. Trey Cruz for the Tigers. It's an interesting insert set. Addison Coffey for Chicago. Just kind of skimming down the back, it kind of makes you think about the pick. Connor Phillips for the Mariners. Mitchell Parker for the Nationals. Hudson Haskin for the Orioles. Now it's gonna, okay, let's try doing it this way. Maybe it's just too much for the camera to focus on. Ryan Murphy for the Giants. Casey Martin for the Phillies. Nick Bitsko for the Rays. 3 per box. 3 per box. 3 Chrome Prospect autograph cards. Jackson, oh, that one just goes over there. Bryce Jarvis for the D-backs. Nick Gonzalez for the Pirates. Just so you can see that. Okay, now we get into our, well, I've got the boxes sitting right here. P.D. Halpin for Cleveland. A refractor. Robert Pusen, refractor for the A's. B.M. Norris for the D-backs. These are all chrome right now. Jason Dominguez for the Yankees. Nick Bitsko for the Rays. Is he a good hit? Jackson Kowar for Kansas City. Jesse Franklin V for the Braves. And we have C.G. Van Eek, auto for Jonathan Finley. Dominguez I remember because he was a rookie last year. And this one is number 203 of 250 for Jonathan Finley and the Jays. And we have Glimpses of Greatness, J.J. Bleday for the Marlies. Jeff Criswell for the A's. Marco Reyes for the Twins. Just trying to get these in such a way I don't have to pick them up one at a time. Tanner Burns for Cleveland. Hans Kraus for the Rangers. Oh, that one just goes over. Okay. Ed Howard for the Cubs. Trevor Larnach for the Twins. So now it's starting to focus a little bit better. P.D. Halpin for Cleveland. Freddie Zamora for the Brewers. And Shane Drohan for Boston. Still chasing one auto. Zach Veen for the Rockies. So you can see. Nick Lofton for the Royals. Milan Tolentino for the Indians. Nick Swiney for the Giants. Caden Polkovich for the Mariners. Casey Martin, numbered 163 of 250. For the Phillies. All right, so we have a Robert Hassel, a refractor for San Diego. And Heliot Ramos, refractor for the Giants. And Travis Swaggerty for the Pirates, non-refractor. Oh, here we go. Carmen Mladzonzinski.
Sorry, Mom.
Lidonzinski. We'll go with that. We'll go with Carmen M from the Pirates. How's that?
Oh, God.
Carson Ragsdale for the Phillies. Zach McCambley for the Marlies. Aaron Ashby for Milwaukee. Carmen M for the Pirates. I'm not even attempting that. Not even attempting it.
Oh, Canada won.
Beautiful. And we have a franchise futures for the Cubs, Ed Howard and Burl Carraway. Yeah, I'm not even going to attempt his name anymore. He's Carmen M for the Pirates. We have Robert Hassel for San Diego. Yes, it was the same pack. Kyle Nicholas for Miami. Ian Seymour for the Rays. Owen Casey for San Diego. Jack Blomgren for Colorado. Evan Carter for the Rangers. Zach Britton for the Jays. And CJ Van Eek for the Jays. I think we're still hunting an auto. I think we've hit two Jays autos. Nick York for Boston. Dylan Dingler for Detroit. Luke Little for the Cubs. Spencer Torkelson for the Tigers. Jordan Nwogu for the Cubs. Austin Hendrick for the Reds. Pete Crow Armstrong for the Mets. Patrick Bailey refractor for the Giants. Jordan Groshans refractor for the Jays. This has been a pretty good box for the Jays. Carson Ragsdale for the Phillies. Joe Ryan for the Rays. Blake Rutherford for Chicago. Alika Williams for the Rays. Dane Acker for the Athletics. Tyler Soderstrom, Sky Blue is what I think Mike Vokey called it earlier, for the Athletics. Okay, so I'm not sure what this next one is, but I'm going to grab a sleeve for it right away because we haven't seen one of these yet, but it's nice and sparkly. It's kind of pretty. I have no idea what that is.
Ooh.
I'm sure that someone will enlighten me. It's for Brian Medeiros and his Tigers, Riley Green. And this does not tell me on the back what it is. So I'm sure it's not the tiger you were looking for. But I'm sure someone will tell me what it is. But it's pretty looking. I actually really like that. Is that like a rainbow refractor? That is a really cool looking card.
That is sick.
Alec Burleson for the Cardinals. It's a nice card. I like the look of it. Zach Daniels for the Astros. Bryce Bonin for the Reds. Spencer Strider for the Atlanta Braves. Jared Schuster for the Atlanta Braves. So those speckle refractors, how common are they? Patrick Bailey for the Giants. I'm guessing that they're not that terribly common. Let me just 55. Okay, bear with me, guys. All I've got out here for some reason is regulars. Okay. There we go. Okay. That's Brian Medeiros. Brian's got Detroit. Okay, so new pack. Cade Cavalli for the Nationals. Chris McMahon for Colorado. AJ Vukovic for the Diamondbacks. Carter Baumler for the Orioles. Oh, well, hold on, Brian. I've got it right here. It's pretty. It's pretty. So that's yours, Brian. We have Jackson Miller for the Reds. Tico Roby for the Rangers. And our pretty chrome cards, we have Max Meyer Refractor for Miami. Alexander Canario for the Giants. We have Ben Hernandez for Kansas City. Thomas Segues for the Rangers. Alika Williams for the Rays. I was doing such a horrible job, my husband came.
You're not doing a horrible job. You can finish the job you started.
Dane Acker for the A's.
I just thought you might like a ride home too.
Liam Norris for the D-backs. And applied pressure for the Red Sox. Duran. That's actually a pretty card. Not as pretty as the Riley Green card. Which I'm just gonna put up over my shoulder to show hubby. Glimpses of Greatness, Riley Green for the Tigers.
Well, that's pretty cool.
It's a nice looking card, right? Holden Powell for the Nationals.
That is actually really, really cool.
Tyler Brown for the Astros.
Oh, Crystal, how's it going?
Justin Lange for San Diego. Joe Boyle for the Reds. Emerson Hancock for the Mariners. Jordan Walker for the Cards. And Carson Tucker with a slightly bent corner
You're covering
for
it
the
with your
Indians.
thumbs. Well, had the kids get all wound up and the dogs got excited and one of them got a little bit of a nick, so had to go and take care of our Jagger girl.
What happened to Jagger?
She got nicked. The kids got all wound up and the dogs got all wound up and then Jabba went and got, big doggish and
She's
nicked
okay.
her. Yeah, she's all right. She'll survive.
Happy New Year. Ben Hernandez for Kansas City. Thomas Segues for the Rangers. Zach McCambley for Miami. Liam Norris for the D-backs.
Jason Dominguez.
Zach DeLoach for the Mariners. Adam Seminaris for the Angels. Jimmy Glowinky for the Giants. All right, so we have Addison Coffey, refractor for Chicago.
Must be your new favorite player.
Alec Thomas for the D-backs, refractor. Jason Dominguez, chrome. Corey Lee for the Astros. Mark Vientos for the Mets. Tristan Lutz for Milwaukee. Carter Baumler for the Oilers, or for the Orioles.
The
I was
Oilers.
yeah, right. I just broke hockey. Can you tell? And we have Daxton Fulton, auto for Miami. And we have, for the Pirates, franchise futures, Nick Gonzalez and Carmen M. Logan Allen from Cleveland. Will Klein for Kansas City. Alex Solari for the Twins. Well, good luck, Mike. Look forward to it. The sparkle was Riley Green for the Tigers. There it is. Matthew Dyer for the Mets. Christian Chamberlain for Kansas City. Jordan Westberg for the Orioles. Cole Henry for the Nationals. The last pack from the first box, and then maybe we'll let Mr. Haynes step in and he can break the second one. Jesse Franklin V for the Braves. Landon Knack for the Dodgers. Austin Wells for the Yankees. Werner Blakely for the Angels. Justin Foscue for the Rangers. Max Meyer for Miami. Ed Howard, refractor for the Cubs.
Apparently I'm not allowed to break them because Brian fired me.
Trevor Larnach for the Twins. Corey Lee for the Astros. Mark Vientos for the Mets. Zach McCambley for Miami. Aaron Ashby for Milwaukee. Tyler Freeman for Cleveland. Quinn Priester for the Pirates. And 20 in 20, Nick Yorkie for Boston. Tyler Soderstrom for the A's. Case Williams for the Rockies. Reed Detmers for the Angels. Heston Kjerstad for the Orioles. Casey Schmidt for the Giants. And last but not least, David Calabrese for the Angels. So I'm going to step away and let Mr. Haynes assume my spot and he can break the second box. It was great breaking baseball. I hope I didn't massacre things too terribly badly. So thank you all so much. I'm going to step away and let Mr. Haynes assume his break.
Mr. Haynes.
Mr. Haynes.
All right, folks. Sorry about that. Like I said, just a little bit of an issue at home. Had to take care of that, and I could not be here to start. So just get all these comments out of the way. And your Bowman first, the papers. Give myself a little bit of space to work with here. I'm sure Mrs. Haynes probably appreciates the fact that she can step away and go for a pee. Yep, there goes the neighborhood. There goes the neighborhood. Of course, Brian Medeiros would say there goes the neighborhood. So hopefully everybody's having a good night and everybody had a healthy, safe new year. I don't take it personally, Brian. You should know better. So good luck on box 2. I'll try to fly through this a little bit quicker. I know it's a little bit of a longer break, but it is what it is with these fat packs. We'll get everything going here. Happy New Year to you as well, Mr. Medeiros. Connor Phillips for the M's. Mitchell Parker for the Nats. Hudson Haskin for the Orioles. Ryan Murphy for the Giants. Casey Martin for the Phillies. Nick Lofton for Kansas City. Milan Tolentino for the Tribe. Nick Sweeney for the Giants. Caden Poklovich for Seattle. Pete Halpin for the Tribe. Robert Powson for the A's. Lewis Gill for the Yankees. Drew Romo for the Rockies. Nick Gonzalez for the Pirates. O'Neal Cruz for the Pirates. Carson Tucker for the Tribe. Connor Phillips for Seattle. That one is not numbered. Glimpse of Greatness, Emerson Hancock for the Mariners. Pretty good Mariner section there. Robert Hassel for the Padres. Kyle Nicholas for Miami. Ian Seymour for the Rays. Levi Prater for the Cards. Gage Workman for the Tigers. I'll have to admit, I don't really know too many of these guys' names, so I'm not necessarily all up on the prospects of baseball. Zach Veen for the Rockies. Nick York for the Sox. Jordan Wogu for the Cubs. Austin Hendricks for the Reds. Pete Crow Armstrong for the Mets. Reese Hins for the Reds. Logan Gilbert for the Mariners. Christian Chamberlain for Kansas City. Reed Detmer for the Angels. D.L. Hall for the Orioles. Travis Swaggerty for the Pirates. And now we're not going to go ahead and focus nicely, are we? Must be the new hands in here. Landon Knack for the Dodgers. And we have a applied pressure for the Reds. Zayani. Glimpse of Greatness. Myers. Max Myers for the Marlins. Alec Burleson for the Reds. Zach Daniels for Houston. Bryce Bonin for the Reds. Jared Jones for the Pirates. Bailey Horn for the Sox of White Sox. Burl Carraway for the Cubs. Logan Hoffman for the Pirates. Slade Ciccone for the D-backs. Dylan Dingler for the Tigers. Luke Little for the Cubs. Spencer Torkelson for the Tigers. Cade Cavalli for the Nats. Jackson Miller for the Reds. Tekoa Robbie for the Rangers. Zach Veen for the Rockies. Ryan Jensen for the Cubs. Bryce Jarvis for Arizona. Jordan Balazovic for the Twins. Jordan Walker for the Cards. Shane Baz for the Rays. Tyler Soderstrom for the A's. Get the sleeve for this one here. Got an auto. Bowman first chrome auto for the Oakland A's. Jeff Criswell. Jeff Criswell auto. Franchise futures for San Diego, Hassel and Lang. Holden Powell for the Nats. Tyler Brown for the Stros. Justin Lang for San Diego. Joe Boyle for the Reds. Garrett Mitchell for the Brew Crew. Daxton Fulton for Miami. Colt Keith for the Tigers. Still breaking, yeah. Chris McMahon for the Rockies. AJ Vukovic for Arizona. Carter Ballmer for the O's. Ben Hernandez for the Royals. Zach Deloche for the Mariners. Adam Seminars for the Angels. Jimmy Glowinski for the Giants. Jackson Miller for the Reds. Jackson Rutledge for the Nats. Case Williams for the Rockies. Blake Rutherford for the White Sox. Jesse Franklin V for Atlanta. Nick Bitsko for the Rays. Must be a Jackson pack. Jackson Coer for the Royals. Emerson Hancock for the M's. 20 and 20 for the Rangers. Justin Foscue. Logan Allen for the Tribe. Will Klein for the Royals. Soler for the Twins. Dyer for the Mets. Mason Wynn for the Cards. Brandon Brandon Pfatt for Arizona. I'm not sure if I pronounced that one right. Trey Cruz for the Tigers. Addison Coffey for the White Sox. I've only watched this product get broke once before, so I know that it normally they fly through the paper stuff. I'm just because we're gonna ship this all out. If that's the case, we're shipping all the hits. Landon Knack for the Dodgers. Drew Romo for the Rockies. Ian Bettle for the Cards. Bobby Miller for the Dodgers. RJ Dabovich for the Giants. Trent Palmer for the Blue Jays. Sam Weatherly for the Rockies. Isaiah Green for the Mets. And we're into a green pack again. We're into a theme pack again because that's Isaiah Green, Riley Green for the Tigers. Maybe it'll be another green in these chromes. Shea Langiers for the Braves. Dabrovich for the Giants. Garrett Crochet for the Sox. Nick Sweeney for the Giants. Anthony Volpe for the Yankees. Cole Henry for the Nats. For the Padres, Robert Hassel, 20/20. Alex Santos for the Stros. Nick Garcia for the Pirates. Xavier Warren for the Brew Crew. Emerson Hancock for Seattle. Jordan Walker for the Cards. Carson Tucker for the Tribe.
I'm just going to kind of sneak in behind you here and grab the hockey break and I'll get that sorted.
Garrett Crochet for the Sox. Asa Lacey for the Royals. Clayton Beater for the Dodgers. Alika Williams for the Rays. Dane Aker for the A's. Carmen M for the Pirates, because I heard that that's a tough one to pronounce. Carson Ragsdale for the Phillies. Nick York, Chrome for the Sox, of Red Sox variety. Geraldo Perdomo for the D-backs. Jay Groom for the Red Sox. Daniel Cabrera for the Tigers. Hayden Cantrell for the Brewers. Ian Bettle for the Cards. Bobby Miller for the Dodgers. And we've got an auto. Bowman first auto, numbered to 499 for the Angels. Adam Seminaris. And that is 73 out of 499. Adam Seminaris for the Angels. Auto. Glimpse of Greatness. Luciano for the Giants. Trevor Hauver for the Yankees. Isaiah Green for the Mets. Christian Chamberlain for KC. Jordan Westberg for the O's. Cole Henry for the Nats. Halfway through this box. Hunter Barnhart for the Rays. Sammy Infante for the Nats. Nick Bitsko for the Rays. Bryce Jarvis for Arizona. This one's got a little bit of a line through it. Nick Gonzalez. And it's basically right here. So who has Pittsburgh on this one? It's going to be very tough to see, but it's very distinct. You can see a line on it. I don't know if it's going to be picked up in the camera or not. Nick Gonzalez for the Pirates. Tekoa Roby, 204 out of 250 for the Texas Rangers. Gilberto Jimenez for the Red Sox. Luciano for the Giants. Lofton for Kansas City. Milan Tolentino for the Tribe. Westberg for the O's. Espino for the Tribe. Kerstad for the O's. Lynch for the Royals. Franchise futures for the Mets. Fulton and Meyer. Criswell for the A's. Rhea for the Twins. Tanner Burns for the Tribe. Howard for the Cubs. Schmidt for the Giants. Calabrese for the Angels. We have a very deformed card right out of the pack. Jordan Grosjean's common for the Jays. And then right on the top, the same thing. Only that is a first Norris for the D-backs. Franklin the fifth for the Braves. Foscue for the Rangers. Max Meyer, for Miami. I said the Mets. That franchise, I said the Mets, and it's actually the Marlins. My apologies. Hence for St. Louis. Zamora for the Brewers. Drohan for the Red Sox. Lacey for the Royals. Caden Polkovich for the M's. Abrams for San Diego. Schmidt for the Giants. Kirby for the Mariners. Santos for the Stros. Franchise futures. Detmers and Calabrese for the A's. Detmer for the A's. Kerstad for the O's. Cabrera for the Tigers. Cantrell for the Brewers. Strider for the Braves. Schuster also for the Braves. Bailey for the Giants. Murphy for the Giants. Martin for the Phillies. Veen for the Rockies. Sweeney for the Giants. Polkovich for the M's. Wogu for the Cubs. Casey for the Padres. Blomgren for the Rockies. Stott for the Phillies. Prater for the Cards. Vaughn for the Sox of white. Hauver for the Yankees. Ethan Hawkins for the Tribe. Bosch for the Dodgers. Hancock, Glimpse of Greatness for the Mariners. Nicholas for the Marlins. Seymour for the Rays. Burleson for the Cards. Mitchell for the Brewers. Fulton for Miami. Colt Keith for the Tigers. Good evening, Jeff. Hope you're doing well. York for the Red Sox. Dingler for the Tigers. Little for the Cubs. Torkelson for the Tigers. Hendrick for the Reds. Crow Armstrong for the Mets. Miller for the Reds. Rutledge common. Criswell for the A's. Rhea for the Twins. Hernandez for the Rays. Seems to be a Rays chrome section here. Bernhardt for the Rays. Hendrick for the Reds. Peraza for the Yankees. Calabrese for the Angels. Gorman for St. Louis. Franchise futures for the Tigers. Dingler and Torkelson. Dingler and Torkelson. Daniels for the Astros. Bonin for the Reds. Powell for the Nats. Win for the Cards. Flat, I'm sure I screwed that up, for the D-backs. Cruz for the Tigers. And Coffee for the White Sox. 2 more packs to go, folks, and we'll get you on your way. We'll get this all sorted up. tomorrow, and we'll have it ready to go shortly thereafter. Calavelli for the Nets. McMahon for the Rockies. Vukovic for Arizona. Roby for the Rangers. Dingler for the Tigers. Little for the Cubs. Warren for the Brewers. Bobby Witt Jr. for Kansas City. Shortridge for the Pirates. I think we're still looking for an auto, which we may have coming up here. Clayton Beeter for the Dodgers. No, it is a short print. Wogu for the Cubs. Out of 250, 161 out of 250 for the Chicago Cubs, Miguel Amaya. And then right behind that, there is the third auto, 20 and 20 for the Colorado Rockies, numbered 8 of 99, Zach Veen. Zach Veen, 8 of 99 for the Colorado Rockies. Good evening, Mr. Lucchese. Just getting to the tail end of this Bowman draft. Brown for the Stros. Lang for the Padres. Boyle for the Reds. Allen for the Tribe. Klein for KC. Is he a good one? The Veen, that's a good hit. Halpin for the Tribe. Zamora for the Brewers. Drohan for the Red Sox. I looked at it, it's red, and I'm saying white. Yeah, it's a little bit past my bedtime, I guess. Edward, you were looking for a Veen auto. So that was a nice hit for you, which is good. Baumler for the Orioles on the last pack to start things off. Hernandez for the Royals. Saggies for the Rangers. McCambly for the Marlins. Deloche for the Mariners. I'd have to go through and look. I didn't rip the first box. Seminaris for the Angels. Glowinski for the Tigers. Wells for the Yankees. Oh, there's 1 out of 50. Blakely for the Angels. We'll sleeve this. So Edward's happy with that auto, the Zach Veen. Out of 50, going to the Tribe. Number 12 of 50. Daniel Espino, 12 of 50 for the Tribe. Roby for the Rangers. Liberator for the Cards. Bishop for the Giants. Ciani for the Reds. I wonder if any relation, because it sure looks like I'm going to try to say that Encarnacion. And I may be wrong, but it kind of looks like it. It just doesn't look like it's exactly the same. Encarnacion for the Marlins. Garcia for the Pirates. Rodriguez for the O's. Xavier Edwards for, oh my goodness, it is a long day for me. Xavier Edwards for the Rays. Glimpse of greatness, Lacey for the Royals. Soler for the Twins. Dyer for the Mets. Might actually be Dyer for the Mets if they don't start getting some of those free agents they were looking for. Sorry, cross that up there, guys. The Warner Blakely I missed. Tyler Soderstrom for the A's. Williams for the Rockies. Casey for the Padres. Blumgren for the Rockies. I'm going to finish this one out strong because there's a whole whack of firsts here. Evan Carter for the Rangers. Zach Britton for the Jays. CJ Van Eyck for the Jays as well to finish that out. So there we go, folks. 2 boxes. Sorry it takes a little bit longer on that one. I want to make sure we get everything for you guys. And we're not missing anything there. Just put Mr. Roby into a sleeve as well. So I just want to say thanks. If you could please top load my 2 autos from the first box, Blue Jays. This was fun. Good night, everyone. Yep, good night to you as well. Jonathan, we'll get that all taken care of. We'll get everything sleeved and top loaded. The bulk stuff for your papers and stuff like that, that'll all get sorted and it'll be out in the next, ready to go out in the next day or 2. If there's enough interest, please shoot a message to either Janice or myself. We do have more of this product. We do also have the super jumbo version of it as well. I'm going to watch a little bit more of this stuff and see whether or not we can maybe get a hang on a better way to get through this all. I know some of these big guys down in the States, they fly through this and, you know, it doesn't take them anywhere near as long. I know it's a long break. So I do appreciate your patience, folks. Thanks for letting me jump in halfway. Have a great night. And again, if you're looking for your hits, just reach out to the store. If you're looking for more of this product, reach out to the store and we'll try to do what we can to get some more baseball posted. We do have a ton of baseball in stock for you guys. So just reach out and we'll see what we can do. Have a good night. Thanks for having us tonight. And we will talk again as soon as we've got something else filled and ready to go.